Hi YouTube. In this video I will be explaining how to install a 120 volt single pole dimmer. I have three different dimmers to show you in this video. This first dimmer is called a rotary dimmer, and the way it works is you turn the knob to the right, which turns on the light, and as you continue to turn to the right, you brighten the light. As you turn the dimmer to the left, you dim the light. You turn it completely to the left, and you turn the light completely off. Okay? This dimmer is called a sliding dimmer, and the way it works is you turn the light on and off with this little tiny switch on the bottom, and with this lever on the top, you brighten and dim the light. So the first two dimmers I've showed you, they have the capability to dim incandescent bulbs, like the bulb you see in the video right now, and LED bulbs, like the one you see in the video right now. So those two dimmers, they can only dim incandescent bulbs and LED bulbs. The two dimmers that I've just showed you, they cannot dim compact fluorescent bulbs. It takes a special dimmer to dim compact fluorescent bulbs. This dimmer, and it's still in the pack, I haven't even taken it out of the pack yet, it dims all three bulbs. It dims incandescent bulbs, it dims compact fluorescent bulbs, and it dims LED bulbs. Just so you'll know, the compact fluorescent bulb and the incandescent bulb is slowly becoming obsolete and extinct, and they're being replaced by the LED bulb. So I want to share some information with you about the dimmer. And by the way, all the dimmers, they hook up the same. I want to share some very important information with you about the dimmers. Dimmers have a wattage limitation, meaning that you can only put so many watts on a dimmer. For example, most dimmers have a 600 watt limitation. So you could not put more than 6 100 watt incandescent light bulbs on a 600 watt dimmer. If you exceed the limitation, if you exceed the wattage limitation, you will burn the dimmer up. So let's take a look at one of the dimmers. And there again, all the dimmers hook up the same. So on this rotary dimmer here, you have two black wires and a green wire. The green wire represents your ground. Sometimes this may be a bare copper wire. And these two black wires, one is for the switch leg, which is coming from the light, and one is for the hot feet, which is coming from the power or the panel. So let's look in our box. And by the way, before I always do any kind of electrical work, I always turn off the power. So I recommend that you first turn off the power. So I've turned off the power to this box. So the power's off. Now let's look in our box. So in our box, we have a bare copper wire. That bare copper wire is the ground wire. Okay? This black wire here is coming from the light. It's called the switch leg. This other black wire is coming from the hot feed of the panel. Okay, so now we're ready to get started. There again, every dimmer, every single pole dimmer, let me add, every single pole dimmer hooks up the same. Now, if you have a three-way dimmer, it may hook up a little different, but in this video, we're dealing with a single pole dimmer. So what we do, we take our green wire and we wire nut it to our bare copper wire. Our green wire to our bare copper wire. That's good. Then we take one of our black wires in our box. It doesn't matter which black wire. Doesn't matter. And we will splice that black wire to one of our black wires on our dimmer. Okay. All right, pull on it to make sure it's good. Then we take our other black wire and we splice it with our other black wire on our dimmer. Okay, all the splices are made. Now we're ready to put the actual dimmer in the box. Put our dimmer in our box. Okay. Okay. So the dimmer's in the box. Excuse me, move the camera. Okay, so the dimmer's in the box. So now what you would do is you would take this little knob off the rotary dimmer so that you can put a plate on it. Now, a regular single gain switch plate will work for a rotary dimmer. However, for this sliding dimmer here, you would need a GFI or the core plate to work for it. But for our rotary dimmer, you just simply use a single gain cover plate. Okay, so we'll cover up our dimmer. Okay, like that. Then you will put your knob back on. Okay, put the knob back on. So the dimmer's ready. Now, let me go and turn on the power. Let's put in a light bulb. It doesn't matter which light bulb. I'll just put in the incandescent light bulb. Okay, then I'll turn the dimmer to the right, turn it on, and brightens. Let me turn off my regular light so we can better see it. Okay, there we go. Brightens and it dims. Okay, and it brightens and it dims. There again, all the dimmers hook up the same. I hope that you could benefit from this video. Thank you for watching.